This is a complete full guide on how to use Source Mogul A to Z. I'm gonna go through every single detail that you need to know on how to use this software to improve your profit on Amazon FBA. By the way, if you don't have Source Mogul yet, you will find in the description of this video a link to try it out for free for 10 days. This is an extended trial only available through my link down below. So go ahead and get it. And now let's move on. Once you log in, you're gonna arrive at this screen right here where it's going to ask you to link your Amazon seller account. This is a requirement from Source Mogul. You must link your Amazon seller account. So I'm going to choose Amazon.com and I'm going to go ahead and click link account. You're going to arrive at this permission screen and you're going to click link and confirm. Then it's going to go through this process. So once you successfully link your Amazon Seller Central API keys to Source Mogul, you're going to see this Amazon link status link. Well, first things first, go to settings and then go to global filters. You're going to want to, this is by default toggled on, include FBA fees in profit calculations, leave it on so that the software knows to calculate the FBA fees on every single result that you get. If you're using a prep center, here on other costs, you would put the amount that you pay the prep center per item. I usually put $3. You can leave 0 and 0, and then cashback amount, I put by default 2% since I use my Capital One cashback. It always gives me 2% on every purchase. But if you're using another credit card or you're doing a specific search that you can apply a coupon on, then you can put a higher percentage and then just save it. So now to start a search, go here, start a search, and first let's try it by category. Source Mogul is very cool, and unlike Tactical Arbitrage or other competing softwares, it already has a prefabricated set of categories that it has already scraped. And then I'll show you how to do a live search so that you don't get all these out of stock products all the time. We're going to look for toys, so we can add it to favorites here. And by clicking and putting search selected, it starts searching it. And as you can see, it's in progress. We're also going to favorite beauty and personal care. And again, search selected. It'd be interesting to search books. So we are going to favorite and search selected. Of course, grocery and gourmet food, search selected. And here under search status, you can see the progress on each one of your searches. 7% progress on toys and games, and then these 3 are cute. As you can see, it's pretty fast, unlike other competing softwares. Now, you can also look for by retailer. So if we click by retailer, you have a pre-populated list of retailers to choose from. We're going to favorite Walmart, Target, Barnes & Nobles, Macy's, Walgreens. And I'm favoriting them because I bought from them in the past and I know that they have great potential. Kohl's. And as you can see, Source Mogul has a ginormous list of retailers. It even has, I have to say, more retailers than other competing softwares, which is very, very nice. I also think that visually, Source Mogul is very nice. It's very user-friendly. So let's go ahead and select Walmart, Target, and Walgreens. And we're gonna search them as well. So as you can see, they've added them to the queue. Lastly, if you're doing wholesale, Amazon FBA wholesale, you can upload when you are working with a wholesale distributor or supplier, they will provide you with a CSV file containing all the product catalog, and you can easily upload that to Source Mogul, which will analyze it. Other software tools like analyze.tools and a few others do the same thing, but it's very nice to have, but they only specialize on wholesale. So as you start getting results on your results tab, you're gonna filter them, of course, because you don't want to see everything. You want to see only the results that have a certain level of profits, and you want to maximize your time. So here's how to set up. To set up your filter, you're going to go to this area here, this column on the left. And the first one, you're going to set up how much ROI you want. Let's say you want no less than 10%, more than 10% ROI. And you want at least $3 profit per item. You can also determine what sales rank you want the products to have, either by percentage or by numbers. I put by percentage because numbers obviously vary by category. It's going to be something different for toys than it is for groceries, as it is for beauty. So let's say you want your sales rank to be in the top 5%. So now here's the match accuracy. This is a little tricky one because if you set it all the way to high, then you're going to get less mismatches. Mismatches is when the tool accidentally thinks that two pictures, the picture from the retailer and the picture from Amazon, are the same, and it thinks that it's the same product. But sometimes it's not the same product, so it mismatches. If you set it all the way too high, your chances of seeing mismatches in the result is very low. So it's good. If you set it all the way too low, then you're gonna get way more mismatches, but you might find items that other people are not looking for because they set the setting all the way too high. So my recommendation, what I use personally, I go with the default, which is around there. Not all the way high, but also not all the way low. So it's a little bit towards the higher end. Now, if you're looking for a specific niche or product, let's say, for example, you want only to look for Legos, you would include the word Lego on your filter. And see, the tool automatically just show you Legos. But if you don't care and you just want to see anything that is available for grabs, and then just leave it blank. Conversely, if you want to exclude Legos or certain items, you would put it here. And that way, Legos would be excluded, for example, from your listings. So that was for the supplier title. You can do the same thing for the Amazon title. Remember, the tool matches the supplier and Amazon. So you can, generally you would only choose one, either the supplier or Amazon. But if from your experience you are feeling that you're getting a higher sense of accuracy by including it in the Amazon one or in the supplier, then you will use that one. I use the supplier personally, so I would include it here. I would include Legos because I'm into Legos. Chances are that you ran multiple categories and retailers on your searches, so this page will show you basically all the results. So if you want to just do toys and games, then it will show you the certain category that you're looking for. The same if you just want to see Walmart, for example, a certain category, or Target, then it will just show you the results for toys and Target. And if you're interested in seeing everything that is available, you just put all. Now, for the number of sellers, you never want to not compete versus anybody, because if that happens, generally the product is private label and or is restricted by the brand, or it might have an IP complaint. You might get yourself in trouble. So I put at least a minimum of 3 sellers. I know this is counterintuitive because you want to compete versus nobody, but you want to compete at least versus 3 sellers just to make sure that people are selling, FBA sellers are selling this item. And you don't want to compete versus too many sellers. So I put a maximum of 25 here. Now, if you're not interested in doing a multi-pack is when you buy, for example, 3 granola bars. 1 granola bar, one and one, and then when you send it to the prep center or you're prepping it yourself, you gotta package it as a multi-pack to then sell it as a 3 per 1 deal on Amazon. Now, I generally avoid that because the prep center charges me extra per extra item on the multi-pack. I used to do them, and I honestly found that these are just not that profitable unless you're going towards very expensive items or you're prepping them yourself to avoid the extra cost by the prep center. So I just hide the multi-pack. But if you're into that, then you would uncheck that. Now for dimensions, I want to see only products that have the dimensions data. I found through experience that gives me more accuracy on the results. I want to put here that the minimum price on Amazon should be $11. That's because lower than that, through my own experience, I found that it's just not profitable. It doesn't meet my minimum requirements of $3 profit per item or the certain ROI that I want. So I put $11 maximum and a minimum, I'm sorry. And then the maximum, I don't want the unit to be more than $400. The reason for that is when you sell a $400 item, which I have in the past, you might get a customer return, or you might be more susceptible to FBA scams. This is when a customer receives the item and then claims that it's damaged or whatever, and then the item that they send back is not your item, it's somebody else's item. So I try to avoid super high ticket items. The most I'm comfortable with is $400. For the supplier price, I want a minimum of at least $3 and a maximum of $250. Again, these are my own settings that I have experimented a lot with this, and I found these are the best for this particular tool, Source Mogul. Now, this is a really cool setting. It's buy box versus supplier price. You basically will put a multiple on what you want the buy box to be versus the purchase price for your item. Let's say I'm purchasing an item for $10 and I want the buy box to be twice that. So I would put here, now if I'm okay with the buy box being 50% more than the purchase price, I would put 1.5 or 30%, 1.3. And that way I ensure that my ROI is met. I have been using it on and off. It does vary a lot depending on what the purchase price. For example, if the purchase price of the product is very low, let's say you spend $10, then yes, you want Amazon's buy box to be at least double, like $20. But if the purchase price is, let's say, $100, then you're okay with the buy box being maybe like $150, $160, because there is more profit margin to be had. So you can, the cool thing about these filters is that you can save each filter. So you can save one filter as it is, then another filter with the multiplier, another filter with another setting, and then you play around with whatever the niche you are purchasing and what works for you the best. This setting, you can hide the products that don't have a buy box. So I am actually going to check it in, and I'm going to save this filter, and then I'm going to save another filter where I don't want this checked in. And the reason for that is many profitable products do not have a buy box. And the general conception is that, oh, it's not going to be profitable because it doesn't have a... But that is just not true. A lot of Amazon customers will buy the product even if it doesn't have the buy box. They will go into compare sellers or check who's selling, and they will buy there. I have had many items that don't have a buy box and they still sell out pretty well. And here's where I can save my preset. For now, I'm going to put it main and save it. So now I'm using my setting main. So here on the search status, you can see the current searches and the completed searches. We see that toys and game has already been completed, which is pretty cool. Now, a common question that I get from users of Source Mogul is that unlike other softwares like Tactical Arbitrage, Source Mogul will show you everything, out of stock and in stock. And it doesn't have a filter to show only the ones that are in stock. So how do you fix that? Well, there are two main ways to see only products that are in stock and save you a lot of time. Number one, Source Mogul has a button right next to each item. So for example, I want to see if this item is in stock. So I press that and it's checking in real time to see if the item is in stock or not. And you can see that it says here that the last check was 6 hours ago. By the way, before I forget, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps bring the channel more subscribers and also helps me put more videos out there. So please like and subscribe to the channel. So for example, I just checked, see how this button is grayed out. I just checked if this Lego is in stock. So what Source Mogul did was in a matter of seconds, it checked, it went to Barnes & Noble to see if it's still in stock, and yeah, it's still in stock. So he put a little check mark and it says, oh, just now they checked. And if we want to see if this is true, we can clicking on each one of this is a supplier and this is Amazon. It will open on two different tabs and we can check, yes, it is in stock and you can get it free shipped with Barnes & Noble. And here is Amazon. And let's quickly see if this item would be profitable according to my filters I set up. So this item on Amazon is $20, but with my 2% cash back that I get with my credit card, I do $20 multiplied by 0.98 and I get 19.6 is the real cost that I would pay after my cash back from my credit card. 19.6. So using AZ Insight, which is one of the tools that I use to calculate profitability on Amazon FBA, I plug in the number 19.6. And yeah, this product is it gives a very nice profit, $8.44 profit. The ROI is 27%, over 1,300 sales per month. So this product is going to move. Most importantly, you can see that the average buy box price the last 30 days is $40, $39 in the last 90 days. And as you can see, that is in line with the current price that we are analyzing. So that means that it's not like we are catching it at a price spike. Then we're going to run a Keepa analysis. So we can see that this product was $32 in June. And then it slowly went up. And this is actually very usual with Legos. I know Legos very well. And actually in August, Legos pumped up the price. Lego.com pumped up the price on every single new Lego. So that's why you can see a gradual price spike. And also Legos appreciate a lot with time. So this is not like it went from here to whoop to here, like it gradually went. So this product is good to go. Then if we go on the data and the buy box statistics, this is excellent news and I'll tell you why. Amazon doesn't appear to be on the listing. The sales are being evenly distributed across all sellers. As you can see, the one with the most sales is this one, Best Toys in the USA with 32%. And everybody else is getting good sales at around 41, 38, 39. Then if you go to offers, you just want to analyze on new condition and you just want to analyze the people that are competitors to you, which are the ones offering Prime. And as you can see, yes, $39.50 seems to be the price that this is selling. And look, they are selling 25 units in the last 30 days, 39 units in the last 30 days. So this product is selling very, very, very well. Now, another cool feature that AZ Insight has is that you can run a stock checker. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's slowly analyzing. And it's going to start showing you the stock that everybody has. And then it's going to total it. And it's also going to divide FBA sellers versus FBM sellers. And again, you're only interested in FBA sellers. So as you can see, it finalizes status or the stock check. And you would be competing against 64 FBA sellers, and the total quantity in hand that all 64 FBA sellers have is 1,100. However, a lot of the FBA sellers are selling at a higher price that you'd be selling. And you can also check that here. I'll do a tutorial on how to use AZ Insight in another video. But basically this number just divided by 2, it'll probably be like 500 units. And because this product sells like 1,400 units, chances are that you're going to be selling out in less than a month. So I actually went to go buy it for myself, this item, and it says, we are sorry, we have only 2 items in stock. So the maximum you can buy is 2, and I'm going to buy them right now. But as you can see, it's very easy to find profitable items with Source Mogul. This was literally my first 5 minutes while I'm running this tutorial. So it'll be even faster for you. And I already found one profitable product that I am buying the total maximum that the retailer has, which is 2. So you can do the same thing. And the good thing is that Barnes & Noble is probably going to replenish its inventory in a week or so. So you constantly need to be running searches and checking stock and buying these products. Now, going back to what I was telling you before on how to check stock. So we already covered the first way, which is checking stock individually, item by item. But there's a second way, which is actually easier. So first, make sure that you are seeing the maximum allowed, which is 30 units per page. Then click this little ticker to select all of the units on the page. And I know this is hidden on my computer somehow, but this button will add all the products to your wish list. So click to go to your wish list, go here on this tab. So I'll tell you why you wanted those to be added to your wish list. Source Mogul, as soon as the product is added to the wish list, it will run a live check to see if the product is in stock or not. So as you can see, these products that I added, some of them are in stock or not, but they have all been checked in real time. So you don't have to any longer waste your time in searching for products that are in stock. You can only analyze products that are in stock. Then when you want to remove the products from your wish list, just select them and hit the X right here, and they are removed. Now let me show you item by item what you can see on the results panel. Here you can see the supplier, and here you can see Amazon. Each one opens on a different tab once you click on it. This chart, I don't really use this chart since I use Keepa. And here Source Mogul will tell you the estimated sales per month for the item, your estimated profit, and the estimated ROI. Then if you hit this little arrow right here, it will scroll to the right. And here Source Mogul will show you the top 15 Amazon sellers and their prices. Again, I don't really use this feature because I analyze everything via Keepa. It shows you if it has a buy box, the product specs, and all the calculations that it did. The referral fee, the FBA fees, the other costs, which is my prep center, and how it basically shows you how it arrived at the profit to meet your filter. Now, let's say that you don't like this item at all. You would never ever sell it. Then you would just click here, hide forever, and then in future searches, Source Mogul will never ever show it to you, and that will save you some time in the future. Or you can also choose to hide it for 30 days. By default, Source Mogul will show you the results based on the sales rank, so it will show you the ones that are selling the most at first, but you can also check it to go ascending, descending order, or newest to oldest, or ROI, like which are the items that are given the most ROI versus the lowest ROI. So for example, I'm sorting it ROI descending, and this is obviously a mismatch right here. And so as you can see, when you have huge ROI, you know you're probably dealing with some type of mismatch, but eventually as you scroll down, you're gonna be getting to that sweet spot where maybe it's like 80 ROI, 70 ROI, 60 ROI. So for example, here's another great product. It's Dr. Hashka Foundation Walnut. They do have different variations, so make sure it's the right one. But here, available on Sears for $14.42, available for shipping as well. And let's say I pay $14 after my cash back. And yeah, it's a very nice profit with 266 monthly sales, and the price is very steady, very, very steady, and not a lot of competition at all. So make sure that you're engaged for it though, and make sure that you're on the right variation. I did notice that with Source Mogul, it has less issues versus other softwares like Tactical Arbitrage with mismatches in terms of variations. For example, Tactical Arbitrage will, if there is a product like this with 10 different variations, you will say, oh my God, it has great ROI, but then it doesn't because it grabbed a different variation than the one that you want to see. But it seems like Source Mogul has fixed those issues internally, and it will give you good results. Anyway, I can keep going and going about all the profitable items that I find on Source Mogul, but I just want to keep this video a little short for now. Make sure to check my link below if you want to try for free for 10 days, absolutely free, and see if you like it. It's really my favorite tool, my tool of choice. I do use tactical arbitrage as well, and I will be testing new softwares as well in the future, but this is my go-to tool, the one that I pretty much use every single day. And I also have a VA, a virtual assistant, that does a little work for me as well on this tool to get good results. By the way, if you're also interested, I will be soon opening a Discord group to create a little community on people that are interested in online arbitrage leads. And for now, I will be providing you with free leads every day. I'll try. So if you want to join my new Discord group, the link is in the description of this video. Go ahead, join my Discord group, and you will see that I'm posting new free leads, online arbitrage leads for you guys to use. Also, it's going to be a great place to ask questions and between each other and myself, and to help each other running the Amazon FBA business that we all want to run, and obviously to increase our profits. Well, if you like that video, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you on the next one.